When you guys see this picture, y'all know, some of y'all didn't know me and watch me know what I'm going to say. I'm going to try my best not to be disrespectful too early because you might come into this video and you might be like, dang, like what did I just walk into? So I have to give you a disclaimer before I tell you guys what this video actually entails. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. Somebody took the words out of my mouth. Y'all are so bad in the chat. Somebody, let me get to it. And that's a beautiful baby boy, by the way. We're going to talk about him. Somebody said that she has a Miss Jane Pittman face. Man, y'all are harsh. Let me see. Does she? Let's see if I can look that up real quick. Y'all are not going to believe this. I don't know if this is a real picture or not. I have some of the baddest chat members in the world. Y'all are so bad. Are y'all saying that that's Miss Jane Pittman? Good Lord. We are going on a fast track to hell the way that we're going right now. Is that really Miss Jane Pittman? My goodness. Is that her? I guess I could see the resemblance. I could see it. I could see it. But I'm just saying, I'm going to leave that to you guys. Look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the news story. I'm getting this from lawandcrime.com. So thank you guys so much for the article. When y'all hear what she did, you're not going to feel bad about her. It's going to make you wish that you were blind so you didn't have eyes to see her face. Why her face looks like somebody, I don't know, drug her and like flung her through a cactus face first. Damn. Boy, she just got one of those fugitive on the run looking faces, man. Golly. Anyway, this woman is allegedly 36 years old from Missouri and was arrested in Florida this week after she allegedly strangled her 8-year-old son to death in the backseat of her car. Then, while the boy's lifeless body was still in the vehicle, y'all brace yourselves. While this boy's dead body was in the vehicle, she drove around to various locations so she could continue to run her errands. And that's the baby. And I'm going to tell you guys, his picture was very hard to find. So I want to thank the family so at least we can pay homage to the individual that we're talking about, because otherwise it's just kind of like we don't really have that image in our head. But that's the boy that we're talking about in this story. And I think I had a couple of pictures of him. So those are a couple. Good looking, handsome young kid. This boy could have grown up to become anything, and he looks like he's a really good kid too. And in my opinion, an evil person would do something like this if they were jealous of this boy, that he probably was going to grow up to become something great, and his mama didn't grow up to become nothing. She drove around with this dead boy's body in the car like ain't nothing going on. That person. Shanika Ann McKenzie was taken into custody on Tuesday and later charged with one count of first-degree domestic violence murder in the slaying of young Jason Burgos, authorities announced. And his name is spelled Jaisyn. Because, of course, we're going to have his name spelled in a very unique way. But I'm not mad at it. I do like the name. But his name is Jason Burgos, Burgos. According to an arrest report obtained by Law and Crime, Officers with the Miami-Dade Police Department on Tuesday responded to the Hialeah Hospital after Mackenzie, the mother, allegedly showed up at the facility with her son's lifeless body. A subsequent autopsy performed by the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner's Office determined that the boy's manner of death was caused by homicide and the cause of death was asphyxiation. Officers transported the mother, Mackenzie, to the department's homicide bureau where she was read her Miranda rights and then agreed to give a taped confession, police wrote. Mackenzie allegedly told investigators that she had been planning to kill the victim and thinking of doing it for the past 2 days before she decided to finally go through with the horrific killing. That makes it premeditated. That is a first-degree murder charge. That, in some states, could get you the death penalty for a first-degree murder charge. If nothing else, life in prison. While the victim was asleep in the rear passenger seat, the little boy was asleep in the backseat of his mom's car. The mother, Mackenzie, utilized a black tablecloth to suffocate and strangle her son. Moments later, when the victim stopped struggling and was rendered unconscious, the mother, the defendant, released the tablecloth. Next, she proceeded to conduct several errands throughout the Miami-Dade County. So she just went and ran her errands like nothing else happened. Several hours after she allegedly killed her son, Mackenzie said that she drove her son to Hialeah Hospital, where she was arrested. It's very difficult to wrap your hand around how a parent could not only plan the murder of their child, but then carry out this murder and then go about their day as if nothing happened. To drive around with their child's lifeless body and complete various errands as if nothing happened is unimaginable. Detective Martin did not speculate as to the possible motive for the alleged homicide. I think that's what they meant. Filicide, I guess. What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm not going to act like I do. Hold on. Filicide. Or how do you say it?
Filicide.
Filicide. The killing of one's son or daughter. So there you go. They're still investigating to determine a possible motive. The Miami-Dade Circuit Judge Mindy S. Glazer, who oversaw Mackenzie's first court appearance, shared a similar sentiment. I believe in the arrest affidavit that there's a probable cause for the charge of first-degree murder. Miss Mackenzie confessed, Judge Glazer said in a courtroom footage provided by Miami-Dade affiliate WSVM. She killed her child, so I'm holding her with no bond. Mackenzie is currently being held at the Turner Gulliford Night Correctional Center. Orlando NBC affiliate WESH reported that Mackenzie was homeless and had been staying in various motels in the Miami area for the last couple of months since moving to Missouri. The victim's father died in an accident when his son was about a year old. So for those wondering where the biological father is, he's deceased. Authorities are urging anybody with relevant information about this case to call Miami-Dade County Crime Stoppers at 305-471-8477. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions about this. So, here we go. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And for the people who are watching, if you'll do me a favor and please click that thumbs up, it'll share this video. Please help us share it. Hit that thumbs up. Here we go.
facing serious charges tonight, accused of the unthinkable.
Police say she confessed to killing her own son. Shanika McKenzie is charged with first-degree murder. According to her arrest report, police say she waited until her 8-year-old son was asleep and then suffocated him with a tablecloth until he stopped fighting back. Police say McKenzie then proceeded to conduct several errands throughout Miami-Dade County. She did not drive him to the hospital until several hours later. McKenzie appeared in bond court earlier this afternoon. She is being held without bond.
Now to a disturbing case out of Hialeah. An 8-year-old strangled to death and then taken to the hospital.
Tonight, police say the child's mother is behind bars for the gruesome murder. NBC6 reporter Christian Colon is outside the Miami-Dade Police headquarters with the details.
Police say the little boy was strangled with a tablecloth in the back of a car. The alleged killer, his mother. Jason Burgos killed in the hands of his mother, the 8-year-old victim seen in this picture with his father when he was a couple of months old.
She killed her child, so I'm holding you with no bond.
The mother, Shanika McKenzie, arrested after driving the lifeless body at Hialeah Hospital.
She explained that she fulfilled this plan by taking a tablecloth, utilizing a tablecloth to strangle and suffocate this child, this innocent child, while he was in the back seat of her vehicle.
McKenzie allegedly confessed she was working on a murder plan for 2 days. Then on Tuesday, records show, while the victim was asleep in the rear passenger seat, she utilized a black tablecloth to suffocate and strangle the victim.
It's very difficult to wrap your head around how a parent could not only plan to murder their child, but then after carrying out this murder, go on about their day as if nothing happened, to drive around with your child's lifeless body and complete various errands as if nothing ever happened. It's unimaginable.
Police say McKenzie moved from Missouri to Miami-Dade and was homeless. She drove around, lived in hotels or inside a car. The child was not even attending school. As for the child's father, family members tell NBC6 he died from an accident when Jason was about a year old. And police say they have been in touch with the defendant's family. As for the defendant herself, she's at TGK. We're at police headquarters. Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
Good afternoon, Miss McKenzie. You were arrested for 1 count of first-degree murder. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Ms. Corey.
We invoke Ms. McKenzie's right to counsel and her right to remain silent.
All right, so I've reviewed the arrest affidavit. There is probable cause for the charge of first-degree murder. She killed her child. So I'm holding you with no bond. Good day, ma'am.
I think that's pretty much the end of that. It was kind of an awkward silence at the end of that. But for those who are asking, does Florida have the death penalty? And I Google searched it, and it says that capital punishment is a legal penalty in the U.S. state of Florida. The execution chamber in Florida State Prison since 1976, the state has executed 105 convicted murderers, all at Florida State Prison. As of September 6th of 2023, 292 offenders are awaiting execution. So it's very, very possible with a first-degree murder charge, that's exactly what her fate could end up being, sitting on death row. But I think even death isn't a suitable punishment. The only punishment that's really suitable is for what happened to their child, for that to happen to them. And even then, it still shouldn't happen to the kid. It's not going to bring them back. And we've lost a soul that was a very bright kid that could have grown up to become something great. His father's legacy, and his father passed away tragically. So we don't know really what the full potential of his father's life could have been. But this young man had a lot of potential. Bright, good-looking young kid that could have been anything. And his life was robbed for no reason. Like if the mom didn't want to be a mom, she didn't have to be a mom. And that's just simple. So why she will plan this, It's just beyond me. So maybe when we get a motive, it'll just give us more of an idea about what caused this. But to this young soul, let me see if I can back that picture up. I think that one, like I don't know why he looks so different in those pictures, but this is definitely the same kid. Definitely the same kid. Jason Burgos, Young Prince, RIP. So I thank the family for stepping up and speaking out for what they're doing. And I hope that they absolutely get justice for this young man, because that woman is just a hideous, hideous person and never needs to see the light of day. And just some people don't need to be in our society. I don't care what their mental issue is. They just need to go. They present a danger to everybody, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. If you have more to add to this, I think I pretty much covered everything, including what the potential punishment is for the death penalty. And I don't think I have any screenshots. Let me make sure. I do, but it's stuff we've already talked about. But thank you guys so much for listening to the story.